As you might imagine, things will get a little batty here on Terrific Non-TV Toys. I am here in a Batcave after all. Take this item of a more Batgirl variety. We have got the Batgirl of Burnside for this episode. She is from Jada Toys, and she is dated 2016, and that's when I got her as a gift from a special person in my life. And let's look again at the back of this packaging. Look at how many different die-cast figures are in this line from Jada Toys. You've got Batgirl, Supergirl, Wonder Woman, and Harley Quinn in different variations. Like, look at the Supergirl. You've got a traditional comic Supergirl with the blue dress, and then you've got the white t-shirt, blue skirt Supergirl from the animated series of the 1990s. You've got different variations of Wonder Woman, and you've got a Harley Quinn in black and white. The Batgirl, see, this is the 6-inch. You've also got different sizes, 6-inch, 4-inch, and 2.5-inch. And the Batgirl of Burnside looks like she has a variation with like a black leotard. And I think that's still the Batgirl of Burnside because she's got her utility belt action going on there. That's same. But yeah, look at all these. Like in the 4-inch, different Supergirls, different Wonder Womans again, Catwoman and Poison Ivy. Just a ton of variations. This is the only one of this set that I have so far, but I think it's going to be cool. So we're going to open it up. This is going to be an out-of-the-box experience. Take a look at all aspects of the packaging first. She's cute. She's going to make a nice addition to my collection downstairs. Yeah, I got her in 2016 and she's been waiting to be opened on camera for this episode. Now, a little bit of historical context before we go ahead and open her. I dragged up the most recent comic line for Batgirl. I have all of them, and I think there's a few maybe one-shots and offshoots in this stack too, but I have through issue, let's see, there's 52 right now as of the time that I'm shooting this, ironically, because this reboot of Batgirl was called The New 52, and I went into this in a previous episode of this series too, how they redid Batgirl. Through the 80s, she was Oracle. She had been injured by the Joker when he shot her. She had been paralyzed and using a wheelchair through the 80s and was directing her crime-fighting efforts as Oracle. And then around about 2011, I think it was, DC Comics decided to reboot her, have her recover from her paralysis, get back in the suit, get back out on the street, and fight crime the way that she had done as the Barbara Gordon Batgirl, first created back in 1967 in DC Comics, and on the live-action TV show starring Adam West that was airing at the same time. But don't let me digress any further. Okay, so we have this reboot of Batgirl. She's out, back in the uniform, back on the streets. And then, at some point, I think it was around here. And look at, by the way, speaking of the Yvonne Craig Batgirl that was on that live-action TV series of the late 1960s, look at this nice tribute. That is her Batgirl cycle on the cover of issue number 34 of this new 52 Batgirl series. But round about then, they switched teams on the Batgirl book. You can see this team led by Gail Simone. They were the ones who were producing this, writing, doing all the art and all that. Issue 52, things change. We got a new team here, and we've got a new Batgirl. Look at her. What happens in this comic line is Barbara Gordon moves to a place called Burnside. She sort of starts a new life, and she also gets a new costume, and that's what we're going to look at in this figure is this costume. That's really what I wanted to show you with this. So we continue the rest of this line with the Batgirl of Burnside in this trendy Burnside neighborhood, and I also want to show you too a few more issues. The Rebirth series has this Batgirl of Burnside. I also, you know, as I kind of turn the page and show you a little bit more of this, one point I made in a previous episode, sometimes the Batgirl of Burnside's outfit looks purple, sometimes it looks blue, and here on this cover it's looking pretty purple. Let me see if I can find the shot of it inside. She's in it. There's a ad for Gotham. Have you been watching Gotham? Let's see here. Is she in her? You know what? I think I saw a better shot in here when I was looking through these. I have read all these, but I read them, I put them on a stack, and then I kind of forget the storylines. Look at that. That looks so blue. And you can see the black sort of inset trim on this too. But just to make the point, sometimes it looks purple, sometimes it looks blue. When it's purple, I really feel like it's a little nod to the Yvonne Craig TV show Batgirl outfit of the late 1960s. But, you know, that's just my feeling as a longtime Batgirl fan. So we've got Batgirl of Burnside. She's very tech savvy. She's very dialed into social media. And that's a perfect shot of what they've been trying to accomplish with this Batgirl of Burnside character, making her different from any incarnation of Batgirl. With the whole social media thing, she loves technology. In fact, in her first storyline in these comics, she's tracking down this criminal, this high-tech criminal. Oh, I love that. These were alternate covers, by the way. I got, for a few issues, they did alternate covers. Like, there's the number 36. And there's the number 36, Lego Batman 35, and then they had another 35 too with the traditional look. Anyways, so in the first storyline here, in this rebirth of Batgirl, she's tracking down this really, really wily criminal, seriously technologically advanced, and I won't spoil it for you and tell you how it resolves, but it was interesting. Oh! Got a little romance action going on. And there, that's Spoiler. Yeah, and Spoiler has a history as a previous Batgirl, tied in with the previous Batgirl, Steph Brown, if you're familiar with that. And then there's Black Canary. There's another good shot of what the Batgirl of Burnside is all about. She's cute, she's savvy, very young. Anyways, enough of that digression. Let's get into this girl and get this out of the box experience rolling. We got a single piece of tape there. We're cutting. Oh, no. Not saying, oh, I like how it's got the seal. The seal here has the logo of the company Jada on it. Kind of a nice touch. These do look to be fairly nicely made. Okay, I think we got all three pieces of tape off. Remember, I discovered these right along with you. No reshoots. This is like live TV here. As scary as that is. That's why you sometimes have difficulties in getting things out of the box. Oh, you know what? I'm not doing it right. I'm not doing it right. I gotta do this because it's so bottom heavy. Back to that point about live TV. I am going to throw out the packaging, so that part doesn't matter. I'm just going to do it like that. Forgive me. But the reason I shoot these out-of-the-box experiences is so that you can leave your toys in the box if you want and still have that joy living vicariously through me as I'm opening them and clunking my way through this. Never thought you'd see such a dorky, geeky girl clunking her way through these toys. Okay. I think I got her loose enough. She is really heavy. I can already tell. She's really heavy. All right, let's cut this without trying to injure myself or... Wow. There we go. Woot woot. I think that gets the award as the most ordeal yet of the biggest ordeal of opening a toy on camera. She's so cute. Her hair is genuinely orange. Do you see that? I can see that it does look the same through the camera as it does in real life. Very, very orange. And the other Batgirl of Burnside figure we looked at in the previous episode, it was more of a reddish, brownish. And this is almost more cartoony, more comic booky to see her orange. More like the actual Batgirl of Burnside comic book version. And she's got her boots, her yellow boots with laces. She's got her utility belt detail here. A little bit more complicated utility belt than what you see on other Batgirls. It doesn't just go around her hips, but it's got this little thing around her thigh too. She's holding on to a batarang, ready to throw that. She's got a black cape, separate piece that moves a little bit, a black cowl, and she's got those green eyes. In the other episode, we compared a Batgirl of Burnside figure by Funko with their same, that same lines figure of the classic Batgirl from the comics, and they had different color eyes, but the Batgirl of Burnside had green eyes. So I guess they changed. Yeah, look at that. You know, I totally did not notice, even though I've always felt that the Barbara Gordon Batgirl should have brown eyes. I totally did not notice, or I forgot that they made her eyes green in this rebirth. Very nice. Made in China there with a number, like maybe some kind of serial number. I don't know if that varies on each one. And then Batgirl, copyright, trademark and copyright, DC Comics, number 97884. If that matters. Yeah, she's real heavy. Does she stand on her own? Perfectly! She's such a good Batgirl. So lovely, and like I said, such a nice addition to my collection. So thanks for watching once again, and look for more fun with Batgirl and whoever else we can find among these toys in future episodes.